I ask and I urge people to put their investigator's hat on and start thinking critically, as Alex says, that there should be no event ever that breaches the Constitution and the rights of the people. None. And if we have this wishy-washy system that can have all these little back doors and these little things that go in and out, and so therefore we end up with this being the law of the land, then we don't have any real law of the land. It just becomes the whim of the dictator, which is where we're at. This country is a democracy. It's a great country because of that, and only because of it. In a democracy, the people have the power. What's becoming very clear is that we're losing that. People need to recognize where we are at a moment in time. We've seen moments like this in history. We've read about them in the history books. We've seen documentaries on TV. We've heard people talk about them. We've heard our ancestors talk about them, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers talk about them in history, about how horrible they were and how true people stood up to make sure that something like this would never happen, to end it, make sure it would never happen again. We are living through one of those moments right now. Right now. You need to recognize that, and you need to realize that there is no cavalry that's going to come riding in here on a white horse to save you. You are the cavalry. You are the people who are going to save you. No one else is going to do it. Recognize what's happening. It's not what you're being told. It's much more serious than what you're being told, the removal of your human rights. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Believe me. Start doing some educating of yourself as to what's going on around the world. You become too trusting in these organizations that are feeding you lies. And they are lies. For instance, a nurse rang in